Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome back to Sunshine for the Soul. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me today. If you're new here, I'm Cyndi, and I am so appreciative of you bringing your great energy and your vibes to this community. So today, you guys, a lot of big energies going on this week. We've got the Lionsgate portal closing. We've got the Sun conjunct in Venus as of the 13th. We've got Venus retrograde is continuing, and now, lo and behold, here comes the new moon in Leo on the 16th. Again, this month is really big energies. So today, like I said in my last readings, I want to start implementing a little bit of the astrology and the meanings behind these astral bodies and these planetary movements, that their energies influence our lives and give us the opportunity to utilize these energies. How convenient for the Creator to make all these cycles and bring all these energies in closer to us. That's kind of a pretty amazing concept when you think about that. But they've been hidden from us and we didn't know how to utilize them. So now that we're awakening, now that we know we're a spiritual, energetic being having a human experience, not a human having a spiritual experience, big difference between the two. Now we realize we're energy, and it's a whole new ball game on learning how to function in this 3D reality that we're in right now. So a little brief history on the new moon. It is in Leo. It's 23 degrees, and it's going to take place on the 16th at approximately 5:38 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The new moon, I dug into what the new moon was about. You know, we have the cliche stories and myths about new moons, but for myself, I really wanted to understand what a new moon meant. So the new moon marks the beginning of a lunar cycle. It takes approximately 29 and a half days for the moon to orbit our Earth. A new moon occurs when the moon is positioned between the Earth and the sun. So the sun and the Earth are on opposite sides of the moon. It's not a perfect alignment, or that would be a solar eclipse. That's when the moon gets in front of the sun, essentially blocks the sun. But during the new moon, the side of the moon that is facing Earth is the shadow side or the dark side. So that's why if you go outside, you'll have a pitch black night. You won't be able to see the light of the moon because it blends in with the darkness. It's the dark side of the moon, which is really interesting because, just a side note, a friend and I went up to this mountain range for the Perseids meteor shower this past weekend, and we sat in like a national park, and they played the dark side of the moon while we watched the Perseids meteor shower. It was very cool. Just Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd. The moon is never continually dark or continually light. It has both day and night, but in half moon cycles. Basically, it gets 15 days of light on one side, approximately 15 days of darkness, whereas the Earth spins faster and gives us partial time of day and light every 24 hours. So what's the difference between a new moon and a full moon? That kind of intrigued me. These are opposites. When there is a new moon, we see the side of the moon that is dark, or the shadow side. So this is where there's no illumination from the sun. But when there's a full moon, we see the side of the moon that is bright or illuminated. So for the month of August, we had a full moon on August 1st. We're having another one on August 30th, 31st, which, by the way, is my birthday. Shout out to all the Virgos this month. We're getting a Virgo season. And then on the 16th, we have a new moon. So 2 full moons and a new moon in the month of August for 2023. These are big energies, you guys. This is a side note too, is that the moon, according to the Farmer's Almanac, shares its origins from the Latin word metri, which means to measure, and mensis, which means month. This is where kind of a female gender's menses cycle comes from. But the lunar cycle has an impact on human reproduction, in particular fertility, menstruation, and birth rate, which is very interesting. Like, those energies are directly connected with us biologically. Melatonin levels appear to correlate with a woman's menstrual cycle. We know that lunar cycles affect human biology by also influencing our sleep cycles, that melatonin that our body naturally produces. We know it affects human minds emotionally and psychologically. I was a charge nurse on an Alzheimer's memory care unit. I had 28 clients, and I can tell you right now, when we had full and new moons, things were batshit crazy. And when you're in healthcare, don't even talk about it. But it's kind of like a myth and kind of funny. It's a full moon. Wow, things are going to be nuts tonight. But the reality is the energies are so increased that the mind of an Alzheimer's patient would be very sensitive to those changes in energy. So that's why those evenings got a little hairy-carry, all right? That's all I'm going to say. So we know now and understand that not only does the energy of the moon pull the oceans and cause the tides, but we know it affects us on an emotional level. We know that it affects us on a physical level, and we also know that it affects us on a spiritual level. So the new moon represents the beginning of a new chapter. Opportunities and situations may pop up during a new moon and be incredibly meaningful and reveal opportunities just right for you to pick. It connects us with our intuition and our emotions. And in tarot, the moon card is number 18, and that symbolizes things hidden below the surface, secrets, or things we cannot see. So the moon's energy, we become more in touch with our intuition. We can see things clearly, intuitively, rather than relying on what we see in the 3D with our physical eyes, opposed to using our intuition, which is our third eye. So this new moon, which is in Leo, is the opportunity to spiritually connect us, to bring us joy, happiness, self-love. It can reconnect us to our life's true purpose according to our natal birth chart and that blueprint we designed for this experience we are having here on Earth. This is a time for manifestation. It's a time for setting intentions, and it's time for writing a new chapter or just throwing it out and writing a whole new book. It is up to us. See you over there. All right, Taurus, what do we've got for you today with these new moon energies? We're just about to tip in and go into Virgo season, and the Temperance card in the reverse is all about Taurus. Are you running out of patience, or someone around you running out of patience? All right. Eight of Swords in the reverse to clarify the Temperance in the reverse. And this is wanting to escape, longing for freedom, trying to find solutions, but you have not been able to escape yet, and you are running out of patience. Feel like you're running out of time. So let's look at what is ending for you, Taurus. I've got the Ace of Pentacles kind of sideways and the Ten of Cups. So this is you're desiring to manifest something, or you have been pondering manifesting something, but it kind of hasn't come into your reality yet in the 3D. And you want the Ten of Cups, or someone is thinking this about you, Taurus. Reverse the roles as they fit for you. I don't read for gender, so male, female is just energy. So what's ending is waiting for something like a Ten of Cups to manifest. Someone has ran out of patience. They want to be freed from the burden of wondering if this Ten of Cups is going to happen. Sitting around, twiddling thumbs, going, well, this isn't at my doorstep, or this hasn't come into my life, this energy hasn't. I'm sitting here waiting. I want to be released from this burden of waiting or wanting to escape from this stuck energy. But so what's ending is the waiting. We're not waiting anymore. What we want to manifest, we're going to go after. We're not going to wait for it to come to us. I just closed out the Scorpio reading and ended it the same way. Is that no longer waiting to go out and live our lives. No longer waiting for a door or a gate to open for us to walk through. You have to take action. You have to take that step forward if you want to manifest something. You can have all the intention in the world, and you can dream about it, and you can put your thoughts and your emotions into it. But the universe doesn't just drop it in your lap. You have to take action. Intention and action. Let's see what is just beginning for you, Taurus. We've got the Seven of Wands. All right, so this is someone's ready to fight. They're ready to go to battle. You are ready to step out there and go after what it is you're wanting. You're tired of waiting. You're impatient. You sat around, twiddled your thumbs, tapped your foot long enough, and you're making a move. That's it. If I don't step out and do this, I'm never going to know. What's beginning? They're going somewhere, possibly towards the moon. This is depicted by a divine feminine, but I haven't really, I'm not sure of gender, so let's just keep going. Leave that open to how it fits with you. So the moon reveals everything. The new moon in Leo is revealing things hidden below the surface. So that which is beginning is this person is ready to fight. They're ready to go to battle, ready to expose their heart and their emotions that she has held in her hands. You see this depiction of this flow of this river is just being coddled in the hands of the moon, gently holding it in her hands. And the Nine of Cups is all about, once again, wanting to manifest his 10th cup. So we saw that which is ending was sitting around waiting for the 10th cup. So here we go, 9 cups. I'm waiting for that 10th cup. I've waited long enough. I've grown impatient. I am taking a step forward. The light of the moon is guiding me. The new moon in Leo is guiding me. We have a super full blue moon coming at the end of August in Pisces. So these big energies, the moon is the closest body to the earth. It pulls, the gravitation pulls our oceans and causes our tides. So you can imagine how much energy that exerts on us. If it can move the ocean, we're just this peon little, bit of something. So the moon has overwhelming energies for us right now. Taurus making big moves to go after your 10 of cups, your 10th cup, the eluded 10th cup, I have that on my vision board, healthy, intimate relationships. But I have failed to have my efforts turn out to be something successful in my life. I've struggled there. Why? Because I was stubborn and I needed to repeat patterns in order to heal. I was the wild child, the rebellious one. I've got to do everything my way, and I've got to do it the hard way. Always. I've learned that. You want me to do something? Tell me not to do it. So that has caused me to have some life lessons. That's caused me to have things that I once perceived as failures and looked at myself down upon. Now I go, those weren't failures. Those were lessons. And yeah, maybe it took me 2 marriages to learn those lessons, but I've learned them. I've grown. I didn't go through that and then still sit in the same energy. I have evolved out of the person that I was before. I have forgiven myself for my past lessons, for my past what I perceived as mistakes, but they're not. They're not mistakes. Everything was aligned for my greatest and highest good happening, for me, not to me. And I can see that now. Taurus, the universe, what's the big energy coming out of this? What does the universe want you to see? And this is weird. I've got the 4 of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands, the 2 of Cups in the reverse, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Swords. So 4, 4, 9, 9, 9. We had the 9 of Cups. 9s are about endings and completions. 4s are about peace and stability. So this flop of cards fell out when I asked the universe what it is you want us to take out of this message. Let's wind it all up. Characters running out of patience. They've been waiting to manifest something, waiting to go after this 10th cup. All of a sudden, there's been a shift in the energy. Now they're willing to fight. Possibly someone they see as the moon, or that is a Piscean energy, or this is going to happen during the new moon of Pisces. I'm sorry, that's the full moon of Pisces. And the 4 of Pentacles says that you've held on to this idea for a long time. You did not want to let go of this manifestation in your head, even though it didn't come and happen right away, even though you wanted to escape certain things and you longed for your freedom to be able to come forward and fully manifest this into your reality. The 9 of Wands says that it has been a struggle working to get yourself aligned to manifest this. That eluding 10th cup. The 2 of Cups in the reverse is the first thing we have about this actually being a relationship. This could be, platonic, business, friendship, whatever, open mind here. But this is about, the universe says that to bring balance into a connection that has been broken. You've held on tightly. You've waited to manifest, going in to fix something that's been broken. You finally have run out of patience about this. And the Nine of Pentacles says you found your stability. You've got 9 of 10 Pentacles. So this is a character that feels like they have most of their life pretty much in check. Their finances are in order. They don't have any old baggage or healing to clean up. They've had successes in their lives. They're on the right path. They've got joy. They've got happiness. They've had a sense of accomplishment, and they're proud of their accomplishments. But this 10 Pentacles, this 10 Cups, with the Pentacles and the Cup, this is, and the Four of Swords, you're done healing. You have done this work. You have waited a very long time. You have been patient to come in and fix whatever this is, to bring into balance this Two of Cups, this soulmate relationship that you want to have a union with. The universe is saying, here you are. Again, we're at this precipice of this building crescendo in the world, building crescendo in our personal lives. And in this case, Taurus, you've run out of patience. You want your freedom. You want to manifest this 10 Cups. And the new moon is really saying, now is the time. Now is the time for you to make your moves. Now is the time for you to go after what you want. We've got all these energies supporting us right now. All these energies of radical transformation and change. And I could go on and on about the energies that are going on in August, but it is full packed wild ride in the astrological world for August. So use those energies, Taurus. If there is something you want to manifest, if you are ready to go after that last 10th cup, if you want that cup, and it's 1111, the universe is saying we are in support of you. You are supported by the energies through this transformation. All you got to do is step out. All you got to do is surrender, take that step of faith, and go after what it is you want. Taurus, if this resonated with you, liking, sharing, and subscribing helps this channel grow, and we appreciate you so much hanging out with me today. I hope that you have a beautiful day wherever you are in the world, and we'll see you at your next reading. Go for it, Taurus. Peace.